We're now at the halfway point in the Garena Premier League, and there's a clear top team in each of the groups. The first place teams from each group will compete in an IEM Taipei qualifier event, while the 12 remaining teams will have a bye. My name is Rex, and welcome to the GPL Breakdown. Week 4 got underway with a battle between the two leaders of Group C, the Vietnamese Saigon Jokers and the Singaporean team Fat Rabbit. Team Fat Rabbit had enjoyed large amounts of success in their GPL campaign so far, and was put to the test against the undefeated Saigon Jokers. Ultimately, Team Fat Rabbit put up a valiant effort, but was no match for the Vietnamese veterans. Game 1 was an incredibly close 40-minute back-and-forth match that was carried and decided by Saigon Joker's new AD carry, Prince, on Tristana. Game 2 wasn't as close, again dominated by Prince, this time with the help of mid laner Lovita on Fizz. Team Fat Rabbit will have work to do if they want to make it out of groups, now that they sit even with Hanoi Full Lewis in Group C. In the second set of the night, Vietnamese Hanoi Full Lewis was challenged by bottom feeders Jakarta Juggernauts. Not for the first time, Jakarta Juggernauts showed signs of life, but again they slumped to an 0-2 defeat. Game 1 was carried by Full Lewis top laner Violet's Gnar, and AD carry Shin on Corki, while in Game 2, Full Lewis jungler King of War got them through the early game with Kha'Zix, and then top laner Violet's Maokai became unstoppable, even picking up a pentakill and finishing the game with a KDA of 36 on Maokai. On day 2, Group B took to the Rift, and the first set saw the struggling Thai Team Infinite versus the high-flying Saigon Fantastic Five. Saigon Fantastic Five went in looking to lock in the top spot of the group, while Infinite went in search of their first points. They put up a good fight, but were no match for the Vietnamese powerhouse, as SF5 cruised to a 2-0 victory. Mid laner SF5 Optimus played out a fantastic series, ending with a combined KDA of 26, dying just once, with games on Zed and Syndra. Team Infinite never really got going in either match, and look likely to maintain their bottom spot in the group as the season progresses. The second set of the day took place between Philippines' favorite Mineski and Vietnamese hopeful and Fat Ultimate. Mineski were ahead of Ultimate in the standings at the start of the day, but in a surprising upset, Ultimate controlled both matches, claiming a 2-0 set win and moving up into the top 2 of the group above Mineski. In Game 1, Ultimate jungler Tarzan brought out Sejuani and outperformed Mineski jungler Kulit in every aspect, whether it be jungle smites or gank timings. Game 2 was much closer, as Tarzan again came out guns blazing, this time on jungle Irelia. Mineski was no match for Ultimate, going down in their first set loss this season. On the final day, the first set between Vietnam's Zotac 269 and Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur Hunters was hard fought, as both teams took a set each in a 1-1 draw. This game continued the GPL trend of having one draw in every single week of the spring split. Game 1 went down as a standard Kuala Lumpur Hunters game, as Ozoraveki got rolling on his mage mid laner Oriana, while Jaeyoung played out a double-esque game on his signature Vayne. Zotac 269 responded with a poppy pick in Game 2, scaling well into the late game on top of an early game lead, making sure they came out of the set with at least a single point. The final game of the week, a bottom versus top matchup between Bizarro K-Thanks-Bye and Insidious Gaming Legends. K-Thanks-Bye didn't put up much of a fight against their Singaporean counterparts, falling to their third consecutive defeat and ending the half season at the bottom of their group. Top laner and captain Lai 4 carried Insidious Gaming through in Game 1, continuing his dominance into Game 2 with performances showing that a top laner can, in fact, carry games. Insidious Gaming end the season in first place of their group and move on to the IEM qualifiers. That's it for the games. Now we take a look at the standings in each group. Group A remains the same after a bye. Bangkok Titans will stroll into the IEM Taipei qualifiers full of confidence after finishing first, and without looking threatened in their group. Group A starts their second half of the split on the 16th, where Bangkok Titans will play GameX War Gods, and War Gods PID Diamond will challenge Asus Fate. Saigon Fantastic 5 remained atop Group B with their win over Team Infinite and qualify for the IAM Taipei playoff. Mineski dropped out of the top two after their loss to Ultimate, who take their place. When play resumes, Saigon Fantastic 5 and Mineski will replay their Week 1 draw, while Ultimate take on the struggling Infinite. Similar to their sister team, the Saigon Jokers continue their blistering season, remaining in first place and make it through to the IAM Taipei qualifiers. Team Fat Rabbit's loss to Saigon Jokers puts them in a tied second place with Hanoi Full Lewis, fresh off their win against the Jakarta Juggernauts. When play returns, Hanoi Full Lewis will play Saigon Jokers in the first set of the week, followed by Team Fat Rabbit and Jakarta Juggernauts. In Group D, Insidious Gaming Legends surged to a solo first place in their group, thanks to their win over K-Thang Spy and the Kuala Lumpur Hunters' draw against Zotac 269. 269 stand just a single point outside the top two, with Bizarro K-Thang Spy alone at the bottom. Group D enjoys an extra long break, with a Week 5 bye. Congratulations to Bangkok Titans, Saigon Fantastic 5, Saigon Jokers, and Insidious Gaming Legends for making the IAM Taipei playoff. Two of these teams will join AHQ Esports Club, Yowie Flash Wolves, and Taipei Assassins from Taiwan and Avant-Garde from Australia at IAM Taipei later this month. The IAM Taipei playoffs run until Sunday, with games starting at the same time as GPL. That's 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Central European Time, and 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. We're currently looking for people willing to help with this series. If you're a voice actor, graphic designer, video editor, or just mad keen GPL fan, be sure to let us know. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next week.